all of us here gathered to pay our homage to the departed young comrade, a leader of the youth organization AIDYO All India Committee, Comrade Sukanta Sikdar. Whenever I am yes, standing to speak something, to pay respect and homage to my younger comrade, it is becoming very much difficult for me personally because so many memories are coming into my mind, and it is creating some disturbances to put before you the points which is to be taken as the lessons from his life, from his revolutionary life and struggle. In spite of that, according to the teachings of Comrade Sikdar, we have to learn from the departed comrades whose struggle teaches us something, and we have to implement these teachings in our lives. Junior, senior, leaders, organizers, all who are living today, alive today. Comrades, you know that ours is a big family. It is the teachings of Comrade Sikdar that we, the members of the Revolutionary Party and its mass and class organizations, all the comrades are in a family. This family is made on the basis of the thoughts of Comrade Sikdar, which is the concrete expression and enriched expression of Marxism-Leninism. He taught us that this should be the philosophy of life. It is not only a political battle. Marxism-Leninism is not only a political battle, not only a battle on the demand of the economic issues, but it should be considered as the philosophy of life. Whenever we are joining in the revolutionary party to change the existing social system, then we have to change our life. We have to change everything which is in this capitalist system is real. Changing those qualities, those things, those understanding of life, we have to take part in this struggle to accept the newer sense of values and ethics. Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, he cannot speak well. He was not a good speaker. In spite of that, the person who once met Comrade Sukanta Sikdar cannot forget him, cannot forget his smiling face, which is in the photo also. We cannot forget it. Whether he is being criticized or giving more and more responsibility, whether he is in severe problem, family problem, and the problems in his personal life, his smiling face always, always and always, still now standing before us and saying something, penetrating into our heart, that look at me, as if Sukanta Sikdar is speaking, look at me, look at my smiling face. I faced so many problems in my life, in my personal life, in my family life, in my organizational life, but on the basis of Comrade Sikdar's thought, by fighting the things, by fighting the problems, I can smile. I smiled, and I am requesting you all, as if Sukanta Sikdar is speaking to us, to you all, that face the life in this way, face the problem in this way, in this manner, face the problems in this manner. He was introduced to me personally when he was a student of class 10, and his elder sister, Bhutani by name, brought to me and introduced. From then on till the last phase of his life, I was attached with him. So many memories I have in my mind. But from the teachings of Comrade Sikdar's course, you know all, in the memorial meeting when we pay homage to a comrade, to a departed comrade, what is the purpose of it? The purpose is to learn from his character, from his struggle, from his qualities, which he gained during his lifetime. And for that, I will speak something about Comrade Sukanta Sikdar's life, from which all of you, all of us, being the senior comrade to him, to learn many things. First of all, one thing I will speak here, the incident. His doctor was Dr. Chatterjee of Calcutta Heart Clinic. Comrade Chatterjee suffers from a back pain. On the last of his life of Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, when he is in deathbed, his belly is being just Dr. Subhankar Chatterjee is tall enough, and to see the condition of the patient, he is to bend. Forward bending is necessary. He bends, and observing the condition of Sukanta Sikdar. The pain was on the back of doctor. Some expression in the faces of Dr. Subhankar Chatterjee. Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, with much pain, which cannot be explained, the nature of the pain, you know. He observed it and asked the doctor, "Have you pain?" Dr. Subhankar Chatterjee, with tears, told me the story. that what I will say. I said, no, it's okay. Dr. Subhankar Chatterjee said, I am astonished how a patient in the dying condition with such a pain, which is unbearable, is observing my face, my change of face with pain. Further, when I entered the next day, seeing me, Sukanta asked me, how are you? And Sukanta asked another question. Subhankar, am I able to struggle against the disease? Am I able to fight as a revolutionary? Dr. Subhankar Chatterjee, with tears, told to me what I can say. I said that Lentus Da, his nickname Lentus Da, what you have shown, what example you have placed before us is very inspiring. It is unforgettable. Nothing more I can say. This is the expression of the doctor. Actually, his fight in the deathbed also is inspiring to all of us. Because in case of myself, I am not in this struggle. I did not face this struggle. In my life, if I face this struggle, when it will be possible for me or not, I cannot say now. You also cannot say now. But it is the example, it is the lessons from him that whenever such a pain, whenever unbearable pain is there, and in the dying condition, ignoring his pain, he is asking the doctor whether his pain is okay or not. It's not a simple thing. In the heart clinic, 643 workers are there, including doctors, nurses, and staffs. After his demise, nurses are preparing the formal documents. Whole hospital is silent. No sound is there. The formal papers are being made by those staffs. They cannot see each other. They cannot speak each other. They are with tears, drop by drop. They are writing with pens, having much pains within themselves and with tears. Some staff asked another staff, who is dead? The staff answered, that Dada who always can smile, who always asks us whether we have taken our meal or not. All the nurses deputed for his treatment, whenever came to him and tried to give the medicine. First question Comrade Sukanta Sikdar placed before them, have you taken your meal? Have you taken something? If the nurses say no, then Sukanta said, I will not take the medicine. You go take your meal, and then come, I will take the medicine. Not for a single nurse. All the nurses, all the doctors, all the staffs. It is not a plan. It is his obvious behavior, obvious understanding, obvious feeling for the people. Where from he get it? Where from this type of qualities he got? That is to be taken into account for us. His sister in charge, Rita by name, she is a very strong personality. She faces so many deaths, but never her eyes was full with tears. Doctors and nurses had to face the deaths, cure us, and at the same time had to face deaths also. Sister in charge, Rita by name, was such a strong personality. At the last stage of Sukanta's life, Sukanta asked her, please say me the truth. Is my condition okay? Sister in charge said, yes, okay. But her answer was such, Sukanta felt and said, why are you telling lie? I came to know that my days are numbered, with a smiling face. And that sister in charge Rita cannot stand before him and left the room. And outside the room, she was in tears. It was never seen in her life. Comrade Sukanta's dead body is placed in the hospitals. All the sisters, all the doctors, all the staffs, it is very much difficult to explain. They are coming, placing wreaths, placing flowers, but no sound. So silent they are, with much pain, with much anxiety, tears, and some senior doctors, senior nurses, places their hands in the head of departed Sukanta Sikdar. It will be such that he is sleeping, some elder comrade or elder sister or elder brother, with due affection, with due love, touching the bodies. This is a peculiar scene, painful scene. And all the staffs, nurses and doctors were united. They are not all our comrades. 643 staffs. Some of them are comrades, all of them are not our comrades. But all of them are as if in a family. Sukanta's smiling face and struggle in his death bed united all of them. All of them, his smiling face, his struggle united the whole stars. Painful death, but what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful character he possessed. all of us, we have to take lesson. Comrade Sukanto, whenever working in DSO, after that working in DYO, he has the capability to mix with the people. Not only young people, aged people, upstairs, downtrodden people, with all of them he has the affection. He was actually connected with the party from his family. The Sikdar family, whole family is our party family. Some of them workers, organizers, some of them supporters of the party. Party mind he got from the family. But after that, his struggle is such that he achieved a good moral character. When I met Comrade Sukanto, when he was in class 10, and Sukanto at the age of 48, when left us, is a complete different man. How was it possible? Now we have to recollect the teachings of Comrade Sukanta Sikdar. That the qualities of a person does not come from the heaven, from the open sky. Man is the product of a process. The qualities we can achieve by the struggle, not only the struggle, but also a specific struggle. The specific struggle based on Marxism, Leninism, and its concretized expression in the Indian situation. On the basis of a definite process of struggle, we can achieve the qualities. So whenever we are paying homage to, paying respect to Comrade Sukanta Sikdar and his struggle, we have to respect the process, the method of the struggle, which is being conducted on the basis of the Comrade Sikdar's thought, Marxism, Leninism, Comrade Sikdar's thought. That is to be remembered. A astonishing happening I will place before you. Comrade Sukanta Sikdar's residence was in Behala. In his locality, in his surroundings, a memorial meeting was done by the common people of this locality. Everybody is expressing their grief, explaining the qualities of Comrade Sukanta Sikdar. But astonishingly, two incidents, one perhaps Prosenjit by name, is not our political fellow. He said that you are all saying that Sukanta is a very good boy, is a very good chap, having good qualities. But I placed before you, asked before you, where from he get these qualities? It's a method of struggle by which he had these qualities. I am not a member or supporter of a SUCI communist. but I respect the struggle of it. It is a very important point. If he be a comrade of our party, then it is usual. We have learned from Comrade Sikdar's course. But he is not our party supporter or anything else. And another aged woman said, "You are all saying Sukanta is good, Sukanta is good. But I am saying Sukanta, by his struggle, had shown a path to our children to respect the great man of our country. All the children in these localities, involving their guardians, Sukanta was able to observe their birth anniversary, death anniversary of all the great men. He learned and he taught us. And it is the effect of the struggle, the effect of the mixing with the people in a locality, and a member of the public, which is very much essential for a revolutionary. Our beloved General Secretary, Comrade Sukanta, so many times has asked our all comrades to mix with the neighboring people in such a way that we should be one of them, referring the Mao Zedong's educations, that our presence will be as like as fish in water. But still now, all the comrades are not in the habit of mixing with the people in this manner. I will request all the comrades here gathered and myself also take this lesson that we will mix with the people in our locality, in our working field, so that we will be one of them, as Sukanta Sikdar was beloved one of them. And being beloved one of them, the thoughts of Comrade Sikdar's was propagating, not by meeting. He attracted the people not by meeting them, not by delivering the speeches, but through his character, through his mixing, he became one of them. This is the lesson first we have to take. And all the AIDYO organizers and leaders, I will request them to teach all AIDYO workers in the country, in all the states, so that as being the young people, they can learn from Sukanta Sikdar's life on this point. That should be the tasks of the AIDYO All India Committee, and the today's memorial meeting should be followed in this way. Sukanta Sikdar during his life pattern day by day being developed. His family problem was severe family problem. It's a big family. Whenever he with his father and mother came to Behala, in the last stage, in his family, father, mother, father-in-law, mother-in-law, and another relative, all are aged and they cannot move. This is the condition. Earning perhaps very little. His elder brother is handicapped. His family problem is such that how the family will run. But never, never and never, I will say, his smiling face turned into any in any way. Even in the deathbed, when he understood that his days are numbered, talking with his elder sister, not about the father, mother, wife, and his little child, or anything else. He is telling his elder sister about Sukanta's elder brother to engage him in work. Give attention to engage him and to take care of her father, that means Bhutanese father. In deathbed with much pain. He is not saying that I cannot bear it. It is not unbearable. He just see what kind of mentality he had, by which it was possible for him to say in this manner that, look at my elder brother, to engage him in the political work. The day before, when the injection was pushed to him, his wife and his little child came. Then he cannot see it. When his son entered into the room, he requested the nurses to make the arrangement so that he can sit. He sit, and with smiling face, when his son asked, "Father, how are you?" With a laugh, he is saying that, "I am okay, you go and play." Just after his son left the room, he said to the nurse that, "Please make the arrangement so can I lie down or on the bed. It is not possible for me to sit." Before his little child, he said, "I am okay. Don't think about me. You play." Is it a very simple thing? Is it possible for me? I cannot say, yes, I will be able to do. Comrade Bhutani, his elder sister, went to Comrade Prabhas Ghosh. When Sukanta Sikdar said that, what is the utility of my treatment, because I will not live for so many days or years. Comrade Prabhas Ghosh said to his elder sister that the communists, the revolutionaries, are in the habit of fighting to the last. His elder sister said to him also the message of Comrade Prabhas and suggested something to do. You write something. He was not of the habit of writing, and in the deathbed, a new struggle he started. When he just understood that it will not be possible for him to live, he asked the doctors and nurses and the relatives that why the party fund or the fund collected from the members of the public, why it will be money for the expenditure? It is useless, it is purposeless. If I cannot live, if I cannot survive, this expenditure is not right. Please stop the expenditure. Though his expenditure actually collected from the people who loved him very much. But he is in this thinking that it is not needed. That is also generally in the we are in the habit of saying whenever we are becoming ill, our treatment should be done. Doctors, we will request our doctors treat me in such a way that I will be cured in speediest way. But he is speaking, if it is not possible to survive, then what is the utility of expending the money? It is the money of the people, it is the money of the party. It should not be expended. That type of culture, facing the problems in family life and making this type of mentality, I will request all the young comrades of our party, those who are facing problems in family life, all the comrades are in problem. All the comrades of our party, of our organization are struggling hard to get the communist culture. They are struggling. But in the struggling way, sometimes we are facing the problem. Sometimes we are becoming frustrated with us. Sometimes we may think, some comrades think in this way that such a problem of my life, it is not possible for me to work more. It generally comes. It is the problem of the organization. It is a personal problem. Before standing, the Sukanta is not much greater than the family problems of Comrade Sukanta Sikdar. What problem may arise? What type of problems you may face? But one thing in mind, that you are to be a revolutionary. You have to struggle, you have to fight for the cause of the revolution, fight for the cause of the party. That is to be taken into account, and we should learn, and we should teach our young comrades, those comrades facing the family problem, sometimes become frustrated, sometimes saying in this way that my family problem is such, I am not able to do something for the organization. Then what we learn from Comrade Sukanta Sikdar? Only by placing wreath, placing flower, or organizing memorial meeting. The memorial meeting, if ends within this hall, within this meeting, within the purview of this meeting only, then it is of no necessity. Purpose of memorial meeting is we should take something, we should learn something from his life. This is the second point to be learned for the young comrades, and from myself. All the comrades and leaders should think in this way. All we have learned from Comrade Niranjan, that his presence in a meeting was very beautiful. He was not in the dais. He was amidst the comrades. But his presence itself creating an effect to unite all the members of the committee. It's a culture. Culture does not mean recitation, singing. Culture depends upon the activities. Culture is the understanding of the revolutionary responsibilities. Sukanta Sikdar has got that culture. His presence itself united all the members of the committee. His soothing personality, very sweet personality, but with the teachings of the revolutionary teachings of Comrade Sikdar. He never eulogized himself. He pushed other comrades in the front. How it was possible? It was possible because he was fighting individualism within himself on the basis of the teachings of Comrade Sikdar. Fight individualism within yourself. In this situation, to be a communist, to be a noble character, to have a noble character, you have to fight individualism. He fought individualism in this way. He pushed Comrade Malaipal, his friend. They were of 6 friends altogether. Malay was one of them, Lentus was one of them. He was with them. But if Sukanta Sikdar find anything not culturally good within those comrades, he rushed to the leaders and asked us that look after that comrade and free from this problem, help the comrade so that he or she can develop. His behavior was such. I personally came to know the problems of those 6 comrades, majorly directly, and sometimes from Comrade Sukanta Sikdar. He did it in a very splendid way. He came to me as the leader. I was in DSO, he was in DSO also. I was Calcutta District Party and he was working under Calcutta District Party. He usually came to me and informed that this thing is going on. You talk with him or her and free him or her from these problems. Don't say it. I am saying it to you. In this manner, he played a very important role for those 6 comrades along with him. When Malaipal came the secretary, state secretary, Malaipal was from DSO. Lentus also was from DSO, but he was before. Malaipal was not acquainted with all the matters. Staying behind him, Lentus helped Malaipal a lot, suggesting in this way you do, this district is of that problem, this comrade is of that problem, you do. His friend Malaipal, but placing Malaipal as the leader, it was possible, he freed himself from the impact of individualism, the filthy individualism. He was able to fight to an extent. It is to be learned also for all the comrades, for all DIO comrades and party comrades and the leaders, generally in the field of organization, the problems of individualism is very much present. You all know how our party, our mass and front organizations are trying to fight against individualism according to the teachings of Comrade Sikdar. Whether I am in a committee or not, whether my name is being placed before the people or not, whether my speeches are being printed, whether my photos are being printed, whether I am given the scope to deliver something, always these things come to our mind. Fighting this problem of individualism, all of us should learn from Comrade Sukanta Sikdar's life, too junior to me. But in that respect, I am to give respect to him, and all of you are to respect him and to learn to fight against individualism in your organizational field and in your body functioning. He was criticized so many times by the leaders. In the organizational life, the living problem is there, and fighting the problem, sometimes he was being criticized, sometimes rightly, sometimes wrongly. Leaders, when criticized, always the criticism will be in the right way. It may not be. Sometimes, by only major times rightly, sometimes may be wrongly criticized. But how we will take it, consider it? Generally, we are in the habit of saying that criticize in a proper manner, criticize rightly, then I will accept the criticism. If you criticize wrongly, then I will not accept. This is not the actual teachings to be a communist. It can be said that I can accept criticism when criticism, rightly, wrongly, I can accept it. Right criticism I can accept. Everybody can accept. By rebuking, a leader is saying something and saying something wrong, then I can accept also. And after that, I can say the leader or the person, the comrade who criticizes that this point is not correct perhaps. In this way, to accept the criticism, Sukanta Sikdar did it in his life. Sometimes wrongly criticized, but his smiling face was there. After a few days, he used to say that this point is not correct, Chandidas. With laugh, he could say, now I can remember it. And no reservation, no grievance was within him, with the leaders. I wrongly criticized, take it into account. Severely criticized. But no grievance, no grief was within him. It's a very, very beautiful quality, which Comrade Sikdar was wanted, that our comrades should be in this way, should accept the criticism in this way. Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, junior to me, too junior to me, but he in his life showed he was able to accept that type of criticism, and the criticism in this way, having no reservation, no grievance, in the form of individualism, in our mind, some grievances, some reservation comes. we have to fight it out. And whenever in the organization we have to fight it out, then I will request you, I will say before you, in myself, including myself, that we have to learn this from Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, the teachings of the Comrade Sikdar was as he owned by the struggle of his life. I will not say much, so many references, so many things are coming in my mind. I will just raise before you that today, on behalf of the All India AIDYO, you are organizing this memorial meeting. And here, since I was here, I am speaking. I do not know whether I am able to make you understand what we like to say. We have to learn something, particularly his struggle. Particularly struggle in mixing with the people, his struggle in the field of family. He had an accident, severe accident. He was asked not to take part in a militant movement where police can make lathi charge, tear gas, or make fire. He was asked not to participate. But whenever this type of programs were there, I saw many times he was in the front in the battle against police. It was our duty to restrain him by rebuking, by putting some comrades to away from the place. He was a very promising comrade. Death is painful, but whenever a possibility, a possible promising comrade suddenly left us, that's very painful. Natural death, one thing. Death by accident, death by sudden death by this type of disease is very much painful. We could get very good leader and organizer if he could survive. That was not possible. But his desire we have to respect and we have to accept this challenge that we will be able to engage ourselves in the battle to fulfill the unfinished tasks of the revolution which Sukanta Sikdar desired in his life. And last word of the doctor, where he said, Sukanta asked, am I able to fight? Bhattacharya said, you have showed the path which is inspiring, which is unforgettable. Actually unforgettable, the smiling face of Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, the fighting spirit, fighting zeal. Along with you, I am giving further a red salute to Comrade Sukanta Sikdar. Comrade Sukanta Sikdar, red salute. AIDYO Zindabad. Red salute to our beloved leader, Comrade Sikdar. Red salute.